things have been moving very slow, and I feel like I'm still stuck in the same bullshit cycle, but I'm still making progress at the same time. It's just not as visible. My partner had pointed out to me yesterday even, noticing my mood and mindset difference between being on break and not being on break, which I think for everyone, that it's the same, really. But for me, I'm always working towards shit. And she even said, she's like, bro, when you had your break, I felt like you were so much more open-minded and positive, and you just, like, you knew your direction, and, like, what you put out was a lot more, like, hopeful, if that makes sense. Whereas at the moment, it doesn't seem that way. It feels like everything's sort of against me. Sort of, like, not victim mentality, but, like, thing after thing happens, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if we're going to be able to fucking do it, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm not as optimistic. That's the word I'm thinking of, optimistic. And she's right. I think the reason for that, as you guys know, I had stripped everything back. I was doing too much, and sort of realized that the two things that make me feel the happiest and give me the most fulfillment is creating and helping other people. But I am still doing that, but I'm doing that on top of the ruthless fucking hours that I'm working in my day job. And I think the environment, the people I'm surrounded with there, and sort of the hours that I have been working at the same time, that's what is dragging away, pulling away from that. Sorry, I just had to put my phone on silent. Very unprofessional. Not even going to cut that out. I'm going to leave that in there. But yeah, that's what's been pulling away from that. Because how can I do what I love when I'm so drained? Like, I genuinely am doing a lot, and it's not sustainable. I think the obvious option is leave my job, but I've got a bad problem, and I think, again, a lot of people would have that same problem, really, is it doesn't make sense. It makes sense to leave, sorry, but it doesn't feel right, and it seems almost impossible to do. I am only 24, so I am still young, and there is still option out there. It's just like, I think because I prove myself so much within the space that I'm in, like, I prove my loyalty and prove my work ethic and how much I want it, if that makes sense. But I don't at the same time. I'm already down that rabbit hole. I've built that trust, and it's good money, don't get me wrong, but because of the things that happen in life, like, it's not enough money. I need to be doing stuff where it's paying better, and it's giving me more time or more leeway so I can have more freedom. Something I have jumped in a couple of calls about, and had people that I've reached out to in the sales industry. But I guess it doesn't really matter what niche it is. They will always drag away from my purpose and what I actually want to do. But it's so hard to double down, like, leave and double down in what I'm doing when it's not paying the bills. You know what I mean? So I am still working towards that through my community and stuff, but I don't want that to be the forefront of the business either. I'm not a performing artist. I don't like to perform, so I can't get paid through that. So it's a tricky situation, and you guys are seeing that live right here, you know. I wouldn't share this otherwise if it wasn't for these episodes, so I'm grateful for that. And yeah, I think in the last episode I'd spoken about the position I was in with my father and my sisters. I have seen my sisters again since. We went out for lunch last weekend, which was really nice. It made me feel not the best. I think because it's such a weird situation and it involves my dad, you know, and that was such a personal thing for me. So it's like the same thing of when we were going back and forth of seeing him when we were younger. And it was like, I would get pissed at mom and, like, annoyed and not want to go there. Not want to be with her, but then the second go there, I was neglected, and I'm like, I don't want to be here either, sort of thing. And it was that back and forth where it was like, I'd rather not see him at all because it pains me too much to have the thoughts going back and forth. I can't just switch it on and off, sort of thing. So, yeah. It's been tricky. It's been tricky, if I'm being honest. I'm still running the community. I feel like I haven't had enough time to sort of sink in what I want to with that. But I have been showing up to calls, every single call. I've still been planning stuff. But I don't think it's having the growth that I want. I know the reach out slowed right the fuck down. I'm still having people join the community through all the effort and work that I had put in previously. I think I got up to like 300 and something cold messages. And so, yeah, stuff is still trickling. But probably within the last like fortnight, it's been really bad. I've probably reached out like once, if that. You know what I mean? So that slowed the fuck down. But that's just because, yeah, I have been so flat out. And on a base standard level, I'd already do a lot. And it's like, because the day job, I've been working so much overtime, it's pulled right away from that. Like, it's not even like, oh, I'm too tired to do this. It's like, no, I genuinely don't have the time to do it. And the only option and solution to that, I guess, if this job's going to require more and more overtime, would be to leave the job. Do you know what I mean? Because, yeah, it pulls away more and more. It's always that, like, oh, yeah, but I'll just wait until it dies down sort of thing, because it's not going to last forever. But it was like this at the end of last year, which it naturally happens towards Christmas. But we've jumped into this year as well, and it's been the same. I remember the boss even saying, he's like, bro, I'm fully booked out to, like, May or something. And that's when he was fully booked out to, you know, like, the year's already started, so things would have backed up by now. And we've been doing a lot of insurance jobs that are always, like, last minute sort of thing. We have to be there straight away. So all his private jobs would be piling up and backing up. So, yeah, I think that's an obvious option. It's just a big leap for me to be like, this is what I need to fucking do. And I don't know where or what I'm going to do, because I can't double down with this right now, because it's, yeah, I'm just going to fucking become homeless, you know what I mean? So it's got to pay the bills, but I don't want it to pull too far away. That's why, like, sales is interesting, because I know it pays very well, but I know it requires a lot of time and dedication, which I've got, and I don't know if it takes less than I anticipate, and it's people like, oh, it requires a lot of effort and time and shit, but that's because they want more and more, and it's a scary rabbit hole to go down to. Like, once you make a lot of money through that, you're going to want to make more money through that, and your lifestyle, the cost of your lifestyle goes up and shit too, so it's like you've got more to pay for, more people to look out for. So yeah, that's currently where I'm sat at. It's a very awkward position, I guess. I think that the thing that my missus pointed out with it is, like, through this as well, I have become a lot more sensitive. I think because of the whole situation with my dad as well, and working so much overtime. I'm still trying to meditate every day. I'm not doing it every single day. It has slowed down a bit. But I think through doing shit all the time, it's like I don't have a lot of time for my emotion to catch up. And even if it comes up, I shut it down, even though I try my hardest not to. I can see something. I think that's my beard, bro. I'm getting white hairs already. But yeah, I try my hardest not to let shit get to me, but I need to sit in the feeling. But then if I sit in the feeling, it drags away from everything else. So yeah, that's what being a human's like, bro. Like, yeah, it's just a lot of shit. And I think it's just because I'm in my early 20s, bro. Like, that's just where life is. It's a normal thing to fucking go through. Even if you see so many people online, like, doing really good at early age and having early age success, I'm trying towards that. Like, I'm still... I think for me, it's just a matter of fucking time. Like, people see it and they're like, I don't know how the fuck you do it. Like, I'm not really getting paid much at all. And it's like, but I put in so much work and I put in so much time and effort to get nothing in return. And I think because of that, that's where like the real, like being real about it, it's like it's not paying the bills, you know what I mean? And so it's like, how much more time and effort can I put into it? But I want to, and I want to make this work so fucking bad. And I'm gonna make it work so fucking bad, but it's just a matter of time, and it's like, how long is that fucking time? Do you know what I mean? So I'm trying to create a space where it's like, I'm able to continue doing it, even if it doesn't work. But, yeah, everyone only has 24 hours in a day, and I'm just trying to make the best use of my time. And I think right now, working this day job is not the best use of my time, so I've got to look for other options, I believe. Which is sad, because I enjoy the people I work with, and they're nice people. It's just the way that they act and react to stuff, and how it affects me personally. And I always try and shrug everything off. I'm like, nah, it's not that, like, I'm just tired or whatever it is. But it's like, genuinely, like, if I'm not around that shit, that time I had off Christmas, I had like the longest time I've ever had off, which I think was 3 weeks. It might have been 4 weeks actually. And I was the happiest I've been in a long time, and I was putting in so much work. That's what made me realize that, like, all I want to do is create and help other people. And even though I make these videos or podcast episodes that are somewhat selfish, it reflects how I truly feel, and I feel like people can resonate and get help from that. So it's not necessarily fully selfish. It's more sharing my experience, which I guess a lot of people do. I need to just stop overthinking everything as well, bro. Like, not that I think I do too much, but my manager even pointed that out the other day. She said, content-wise, like, the best shit I put out is the stuff I don't think about. I just put the camera down and I fucking do it. And I think because it comes across so natural, and I think that's the key. I need to just stop overthinking everything, because I'm a very, like, my brain works in such, like, a multi-layered facet, and everything has to have hidden meaning and shit. It's just, it's annoying that my brain works like that, but it is. Which is cool for art. But at the same time, you got to balance the art with being a human and shit, and it's hard when being a human isn't part of the side of everything. Like, another thing the manager has said is put more stories out, which I've been trying with, but for me, it's like, it's hard because all I do is work. All I do is, you know, like, in my day job, or excuse me, I'm either in my day job or I'm working on music or the community. Like, that is pretty much my life. I have been trying to take some days where I'm, you know, like, go out of my way to spend it with my partner or my family, or even my rabbit as well. Like, trying to take time out for that, because I think that's important. But yeah, it's hard to showcase a lot of that. Also, I look very fucking tired. It's because, what was it? Thursday night. So I'm currently recording this on a Saturday morning. Thursday night, I went to Pendulum with my partner, and we got back at like 1:30 or something, I think. And then I had to get up at 5 o'clock the next morning to go to work. It's just been site, bro. We've been working so much on site, which I think that's why it's been overtime, because it's always like, you're going to this job, you have to finish the whole fucking thing. Like, we're trying, like, we don't want to go back, so we've got to finish the whole thing, and that's what's making us stay so long. But essentially, last night, I finished, what time? I think I got home at 5 o'clock, or finished at 5 o'clock, something like that. But then I still had to make dinner. I took my missus home, which she lives half an hour away, and then I also did groceries and stuff. But then from that, I tried to just fucking relax, because I was so out of it. I was so tired. And even at the moment, I've had a bad caffeine problem, so I have just made a coffee, but I woke up about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. So I'm trying to not, like, overwrite my brain with caffeine, but at the same time, my body's not used to that, so I'm trying to do that at the same time. So if I seem tired, that's why. But yeah, things have been very busy on my end. I've been trying to go to the studio as much as possible too. and create as much as possible. Like today was supposed to be 2 studio sessions, so one at DY, one at Liverpool. But I forgot to book the Liverpool one by accident because I have been so flat out. I think because I asked, there's 2 people coming to it. And one of them was like, I'll let you know all my times as I was about to book it. And I thought he was going to tell me then and there. And then I'd forgotten about it. And then I messaged them yesterday and looked at the times, and today wasn't available. I'm like, you fucking idiot. So I re-asked him to go tomorrow. So it'd be studio today, studio tomorrow. Which is good. I think will give me the nights. And the missus she's working today, out tonight, working tomorrow. So that gives me time to work on stuff in between sort of thing, which is good. Tomorrow I have a dinner with my family, so it would be studio, then straight to dinner. So I'll have like the morning to sort of work on shit. So it's good because I haven't had that time ever. Like it's been that flat out that my weekends don't even look like that recently. It's like I've had no time during the week, so I try and catch up on the weekend, but I don't even have the time to fucking catch up on the weekend. It's silly, bro. Like, it's really silly. And all I want to fucking do is just stop and relax and play games or something, but there's just so much shit piled up that I can't afford to do that. But that's a good purpose to have, like, and I'm glad that I have that mindset of, like, if I were to do that and put that off, I'm pretty much giving up on what I'm trying to push out. I'm never going to get to where I want to do, where I want to go. It's the hours that I put in that is going to eventually take me to where I want to go. And it may not seem like that. I may not see the result now, but if I just keep on keeping on, bro, like I'll be undeniable. There's no way it can't happen. Like if you throw a fucking ball towards a hoop 1,000 times, you're bound to fucking get it in once. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro, trying to stay positive and optimistic about shit. And I feel like I am to a degree, but I also understand my partner. I've gone too many times with this, so I'm going to end this short. It's been good to catch up. I don't think there's anything else I can think of to bring up. But yeah, I will catch you guys 2 weeks when I post another one of these episodes. I've been, actually, before I end, been posting music videos in between. I say music videos, it's been one, but I've got my EP dropping on the 26th of this month. It's the 26th of March. I am yet to record more videos for the EP, and then I'm thinking of doing like a collage of all of them, which would be dope. Again, I just need to make the time to fucking do it. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care and peace.